Hello everyone! Now for my next 3 videos we're going to talk about 3 fragrances that are highly nostalgic for me. That's right, nostalgia hit me again. It was an opportunity to buy 3 fragrances at once that were, kinda all of them something I had, or at least I used to love at some point. So they're all from the 2000s, early 2000s. They're all millennium scents, just like a Tsaro visit. And today we're going to talk about one of the best aquatic scents ever created, which is Kenzo pour Homme. Now, I've never had this. I wore this dent I put in it was, me during the last 2 weeks. I wore this quite a lot, and I'm sure everybody is familiar with Kenzo. This is, oh god, this is such a nostalgic blast for me. It's very citrusy. It's very simple, right? This is a very simple scent. It was done by Olivier Cresp, and I could end everything at this point. Olivier Cresp, right? It's fresh, aquatic, 90s, right? That's it. It is just that. It's a very simple smelling scent created on the sort of like the classic eau de cologne architecture. It definitely has eau de cologne longevity, although to be honest, on my skin I think it lasts quite well. I mean, I can feel it on clothing after maybe 6 hours. So it's, it's not a long-lasting fragrance, but that's not what you get Kenzo for. You get Kenzo, well, I get Kenzo for the nostalgia, but you get Kenzo for this exquisite, citrusy, aquatic freshness. That's it. It's the same reason you get L'Eau de Cartier. Although they're quite different scents, they do have something in common, and what they have in common is the 90s aquatic thing, right? But let's talk about the citrus in this fragrance. This could have been an Aqua Liguria any day of the week, right? This reminds me of so many good fragrances from not only Aqua Liguria, but all citrus fragrances do have something in common, because all citrus scents, although there are so many, do have that underlying. This is why they're called citrus, right? Yuzu, that's the main player. So this smells orangey, lemony, a bit bitter, so a bit grapefruity. It's a mixture between these 3 elements I cited, and it's the freshest thing you could imagine. It's slightly peppery, slightly floral, because these are all aspects of citrus, right? All of these. This is why I'm citing this is almost like a solid-note fragrance, because it's all about that yuzu. Now the notes for these are yuzu, lemon, green pepper, which is to say, I suspect a bit of vetiver is involved whenever you see something like green pepper. Pepper as in not the powder, but the bell pepper. Watery notes, lotus, water mint. I don't know, I suppose that's mint. Green notes, this is again, a bit of vetiver is involved. Musky, definitely. If there were no musks here, you would have 0 longevity. And cedar, which isn't something you necessarily get, but that's very subtle iso e super, which is just slightly coniferous, slightly peppery, best time, as in the powder or the spice, I should say. But definitely the most important things, or the most salient things you can smell here, are the yuzu and the watery notes, which is to say cologne, Olivier Cresp. Enough about that, right? So it's a highly, as I said, a highly nostalgic thing for me. This works amazingly in the summer, but I got this when the weather was turning quite cool, quite cold. And let me tell you, I wore this in cooler weather and it is beautiful. It is stunning. This is the freshest thing you will ever smell. I don't think, I dare you to find me a fresher scent than Remarked Kenzo. It is beautiful. The bottle is so stunning. It's supposed to be, you know, I don't have to explain the design of this bottle to you. It's supposed to resemble something dynamic, right? Dynamic fluid, water, right? Look at the curves that it has. It was very interesting to photograph, but I don't think it's a very promising subject, I should say. Also, my bottle is a tester bottle and it's lacking the cap. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Well, I guess this was it for my very short review of Remarked Kenzo. There isn't necessarily very much to say about this scent. It's just something that if by any chance you haven't smelled, and the woman's counterpart is gorgeous as well. Both scents are just amazing. So if by any chance you haven't smelled either of them, do give them a try. Don't be fooled by what people are saying, you know, about the longevity. Sure, it's not a terribly long-lasting scent, but as I said, you don't get Remarked Kenzo for that. You get it just because it's gorgeous. Okay, so if you have any other questions, do let me know in the comments. And until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.